All right, let's get right into this deep dive. We are looking at a listing from agent Walter Key of Epique Realty.
Hmm.
The property is located at 135 Ashley Lake Drive. That's in Melrose, Florida, 32666.
Got it.
And our mission today is, I think, a really interesting one. We're exploring a property that kind of offers a solution to being house poor because it comes with what is basically a built-in business partner.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. Looking at the data here, it's not just, a place to live. It's a 1990 build listed at 400,000.
Okay.
But the real story, the hook, is how it uses its space to generate income. It's this hybrid of a home and an investment.
So before we get to the money part, let's ground ourselves in the actual house. Because, I mean, if you don't like living there, the rest doesn't matter. We're talking about, what, 2,200 square feet?
2220, yeah. And it's 3 bedrooms, 3 full bathrooms.
And the lot itself is pretty big.
It is. It's sitting on 1.1 acres, and the listing makes a point to say it's high and dry.
Which, for anyone who knows Florida, that's not just fluff, right? That's a huge deal for things like flood insurance.
Oh, absolutely. It's a major factor in your long-term costs. And the location itself, it seems to split the difference really well. You're in a quiet spot, just minutes from historic Melrose.
But you're not out the middle of nowhere.
Not at all. You're under 30 minutes from Gainesville and maybe 5 minutes from the Lake Santa Fe public boat launch. That's a nearly 6,000-acre lake.
Wow. Yeah, and the photos really lean into that lifestyle. There's a fully screened patio with a hot tub. It definitely checks all the leisure boxes. But let's pivot to that financial twist you mentioned.
Right.
Because we see properties with guest suites all the time, but this one feels different.
It is different. This is a full efficiency apartment. It has its own kitchen, its own full bathroom. And this isn't just potential income.
It's actually rented right now.
It is. It's currently leased on a short-term basis for almost $1,000 a month.
Okay, let's just pause on that for a second. In this interest rate environment, having $1,000 coming in every single month, I mean, that subsidizes a massive chunk of your payment.
Precisely. It gives you a real buffer. Or, if you don't want to be a landlord, it's a perfect in-law suite or a guest house. But there's another layer of value here that's almost more interesting.
The basement?
The basement. A 900-square-foot semi-finished basement.
And semi-finished can mean a lot of things. Sometimes that just means it's a concrete box.
Exactly. But here, the expensive part is already done. The listing says the drywall, the electrical, and the plumbing are already in place.
So the heavy lifting is done. For a buyer, the sweat equity here isn't rewiring the house. It's just, what, paint and flooring?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
You could turn that into a huge home office, which is a big deal for remote workers, or just have incredible storage. It's way cheaper to finish that space than to ever build an addition.
And they seem to have thought about practical storage, too. There's the one-car garage, sure, but also a separate spot for lawn tools and then just tons of extra driveway parking.
It's all very practical. And speaking of practical, did you see the HOA fee?
I did, but I almost didn't believe it.
It's $5 a month.
$5.
Yeah. $60 a year. That keeps your carrying costs so incredibly low. And there's one more financial detail that really caught my eye.
Oh, yeah.
Seller financing is listed as a possibility.
Wow. Okay, now that is a huge lever in today's market.
It's a game changer. If you can negotiate a rate directly with the seller, or even just bypass some of the bank's underwriting, it can completely change the affordability math on a property like this.
So to pull it all together, you get this great lake life home on a big piece of land near Gainesville. But the real story is the apartment that's already paying you nearly $1,000 and a basement that's just waiting for an easy, cheap renovation to add instant equity.
Right. It's a house that works for you instead of you just working for the house.
I really like that framing.
It just makes you wonder, It brings up a bigger question for anyone out there trying to buy right now. When affordability is the biggest hurdle, maybe we should stop looking for just a home and start looking for properties that act as their own income streams.
A property that's also a partner. That's a great thought to end on. Thanks for listening to this deep dive.